please consider supporting me on Patreon for me to continue creating these videos. Also, you get the coolest stuff over there, like a free persistent graphics menu or some cool materials. Hello everyone, it's been a while. Actually something like 5 months since I've uploaded my last video. Or not video, last tutorial in this series. So what happened basically was my hard drive crashed. I had a nice 2 terabyte hard drive and it just gave out on me. So I bought a new one a few days ago, I installed it and remade the project. In the meantime I did have my SSD and I could have made the project, but I didn't. Just because I didn't want to create a project, because I've made this same project about 5 times now. Just a little bit different, and I wanted it to be almost the exact same as it used to be. Which honestly wasn't going to happen, so there might be some differences, but nothing major. There aren't any key difference between this and the previous episode. But what I am going to do now, as you can see, I've just implemented the can aim here. What I am going to do now is make this video a little bit of a shorter one. Try to bump up my quality standards of video producing, do it more often, more regularly as well. And I want to finish this in somewhat of an orderly fashion. So my microphone has changed, so has my keyboard and my mouse and most of my computer. So you might hear my keyboard. I'm not sure if you find it annoying. If you do, please let me know. I might get some O-rings for them. If you don't, I personally always liked hearing keyboards in those tutorial videos. It just had something satisfying, I don't know. But let's just focus on the project for now. Alright, so when we come in here, what we're going to do first is just create a first person character reference. So what you do is just cast with the player character as the object, just after the montage, so you can set a player. And be sure to exit it from the exec point and not from the uncompleted point. And I also removed the stop sprinting. I removed the cast just to player, so you only have to cast to the player once, because we're going to use him quite a lot in this video as well. So we're going to get the player and add pitch, add controller pitch, and then we're going to add a new variable, call this one recoil. So I'm pretty sure that this recoil is in degrees, so let's add this to gun and then general. So let's say when we shoot it, it'll shoot up 15 degrees. Alright, let's just try that out. Something like, yeah, it's pretty neat. You need to comment it out as such. So we're to play now. Let's get our gun. As you can see, it goes the wrong way. Why is that? Well, because the Y, or not the Y, I think it's C in here. But normally, let me quickly open up Paint. Normally, you would have the X and the Y. But the origin point will be around here at the 0, 0 point. Which means that as you increase the Y value, you actually go down and not up. So what basically happens here, if you were to say go into processing, which is something a lot of students have to do, and you were to, yeah, sure, that's fine, and you were to have to make something in there, like let's say you'd want 1/3 of the height to be grass. I have done this myself, and I had to think about this as well for a bit, because when you start here and you say I want the height divided by 3 to be that, but if you say height divided by 3, it will go there. So you will have to say height, and instead of plus whatever you want, you'll have to say minus whatever you want, because it'll be higher. So that's kind of confusing, and that's exactly the issue we're having here, which means the recoil will go down instead of up. So what we're going to do is just multiply this float by float, or actually float by integer. I'm pretty sure you won't notice a difference, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit less expensive on the CPU. Not that it's expensive at all, but oh well. So now we just multiply it by -1 to get a negative value. And now when we go play and get our gun, we will shoot up. Of course this is exaggerated because it's of course 15 degrees per shot. If we were to just put this down to a little bit of a more normal recoil degree, you can see with 5 it's still pretty high, but you can actually continue to shoot and the hands don't render. That's an issue with the subsurface scattering, I think. I'm not sure if we disabled it already on this, but as you can see, when we shoot, we have a bit of recoil shooting us up. So this was really all I wanted to show you today. A shorter video because I have to get back into my project, and a bit of some explanation, but we didn't do nothing because I don't want to put out a video and not have you learn anything from it. So I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.